Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates on the beta pre-launch of We Share Abundance, and we're back to normal with me being late. I apologise. It is 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. Sorry, okay. Let me just check and see if we can see anything showing in the chat. And the answer to that is no. I can be later than this maybe. Let me check and see if we can see something on Facebook. Okie dokie, where are we? It looks like I'm here. And it looks like we've got comments. Hallelujah. Things are back to normal. I'm late and Russ Cowley is at the top of the comments. Okay. So welcome to the UK and Pakistan, and more from the UK and from Canada and Nigeria, New Zealand, Mauritius, India. No cake for me today then, okay. I'm afraid I have to eat the cake if there is any. Nobody else is allowed it in this house. USA, Nigeria, Suriname, India, Washington, USA. Hi there, Washington, USA. You know, Washington, USA is a state I've not visited. And yeah, I've got some very good friends there. Manchester, where are we? I've lost place. Greece. Facebook is moving things too quickly. Greece, Rotterdam, South Africa. And people saying that they got the nest eggs today. I told you would do. It was a marathon effort on my part. It took me 10 hours solid, but we're up to date on everything except for what came in today and yesterday, and that will be done tomorrow. We won't mention football tonight, Graham. By not mentioning it, we've mentioned it, haven't we? It's it's a pity to see Newcastle where they are, but they put in a good display at Old Trafford, and I think they'll start climbing the table. Burundi, Morocco, Denmark, no, not Mexico, Morocco. I said that, haven't I? English, please. English only, please. And only positive comments as well, please. Spain. Richard Atkins from over the border in Devon. I walk into Devon quite often with Cody. We're that close. We are right on the border. It's somewhat 15 15-minute, maybe 20-minute walk for me to get into Devon. um, Hawaii. Okay, Nigeria. John says his grandson's name is Devon. They pronounce it Devon in the United States and Devon, of course, here in England. So I don't know how you pronounce it where you are, Jean. Kenya in the house, Botswana in the house. Great to see you all. It's great to see everybody, and it's great for me to have been able to do what I said I'd do. It took me longer than I expected, but I did what I said I'd do, and I got all the nest eggs up to date from the downloads that I had. I'll be downloading the everything up to tomorrow morning. I won't do it tonight now. Tomorrow morning, and those will get processed tomorrow. There's not that many of them. Okay. Right. So people are talking about the fluctuations in the crypto market. Everybody was going, "Wow, Bitcoin up to 59,000 or something yesterday," and of course it's come down quite a bit today, but it's still a very healthy price. What is it at the moment? Let me just check. It is 53,303 on Coinbase at the moment, and Ethereum's down. Of course, they're all down. They'll all be following Bitcoin, and so they're all down anything between 8 and 15%, pretty much anyway. Ripple being the exception, which is up slightly, but I think we're probably an exception as well in that we've held our value, pretty much anyway. I'll get onto the figures in a moment. So what's been happening on the development front? Well, Devian has been fixing a few things and answering tickets and doing various bits and pieces, but the important thing that she did is she made that dynamic compression automatic. What's dynamic compression? It means that if for some reason your sponsor disappears, your sponsor then becomes the nearest upline. So if I introduce you, John, and John, you introduce Sarah, and John drops out, Sarah then has me as the sponsor. Just a normal thing, a thing that you would expect, but it wasn't there. I expected it to be there, but when we checked on it, it wasn't there. It wasn't automatic, and now it is. So that's good. The database rejigging onto this cluster is ongoing, and we'll be moving on with new stuff tomorrow, but we're getting near the end of the month already. I know it's a short month, but time fly. A week today, we'll be running the lottery. Let me just see, we've got South Africa. Okay. The liquidity will increase because of new stuff that's coming, so no worries. Yeah, the liquidity will increase in the future. At the moment, it is what it is. It's about the same as it has been. The admin side, the team are on top of things, and withdrawals will be paying into the night as we usually do. Liz Grove says, "Howdy, I'm late." I was late too, Liz, so you're forgiven. Okay. So everything is continuing to move in the right direction. The one exception, perhaps, is the matrix plan, the multiply Weezer.com. I'm not happy with the progress that's going on there. I've made it known to them, and if they don't shape up, we'll have to move to somebody else. Which is no big deal. It might just delay it slightly. Okay. More from Nigeria. When biggest withdrawals start, boss? Well, there's no more withdrawal requests allowed after yesterday, 21st. So we move through the withdrawals and we get into the larger amounts between now and the end of the month. What we get to pay, I've no idea at this stage. We only know when we look back on things. So don't ask me for a forecast or anything else. It's just whatever we get to, we get to. And what we don't, we don't. And it's all part of what is and has been going on for several months now, part of our withdrawal rules. Okay, so let's have some numbers. Let's have some numbers because, as I say, we're into the last week, or we'll be into the last week officially tomorrow anyway, I suppose. Well, no, we're into the last week today, aren't we? But it'll be a week tomorrow. No, it's a week today. I don't know. A week today, we'll be running the month-end figures. It'll be the 1st of March. So it's time we started pushing forward with that. And one of the best ways of doing that is to promote the free lottery. It always attracts interest. And we are in a more stable position with the Weezer token than we were at this time last month. And so I think we should start picking up now. If we were to run the month-end figures today, with the numbers we have, I believe that the pull one top prize would be about $3,800, and the pull 6 top prize would be about $77,000. So good numbers. Good numbers. I can't remember what we paid last month, but last month we overpaid everybody, and I forecasted it would go down this month. Whether it has or not, I don't know. I can't remember what we paid, but I'm pretty sure it will have come down. But it'll be where it should be this month. So about 3,800 for pool 1, 77,000 for pool 6, as it stands. Of course, that can go up. It's unlikely to come down, but it can go up as we go nearer the end of the month with more people joining, because we do have new people registering every day. And today we had 541 new registrations, a net increase of 457, because 84 were removed as inactive. So that's a good number. It's about where we've been for the past couple of weeks. But it usually picks up a little bit on that as we go towards the end of the month. I just want to know about Pi Network, which is about to launch in March. Nothing to do with us. So go to Pi Network and ask them. Right. Where was I up to? Numbers. So that's the registrations. The active members count is up by 292 to 28,836, and that's roughly where we've been, close to 29,000. It tends to go up and down by a few hundred for whatever reason. Pool 1, we have 108 new stakes for Pool 1 today, and we have 35 new stakes for Pool 6 today. And those figures, again, are pretty consistent with what we've been. Pool 1 is up a little bit on where we've been. Pool 6 is round about where we've been. What's the next column? The next column, oh yeah, site ranking. Site ranking, we are up 150 places. Our ranking for average over the last 3 months now is we are the 10,137th most visited site globally. Getting very close to that 10,000 mark. And I believe we will get below 10,000. We'll be into that 10,000s by the end of the month. Now then, the pricing. Despite, as I say, most of the coins going down considerably, we've stayed round about the same, and I'm happy to stay round about the same while we are buying up tokens at this price. And I looked on coin ranking not long before we came on, and we were showing at $118.46, $118.46 average over the last 24 hours, and that is down $1.50, $1.50 on yesterday, which is less than 1%. And when you see that all the other cryptos, or nearly all the other cryptos, are down sort of 8 to 15, maybe even 5 to 20%, we're doing really, really well. The trading volume in the last 24 hours has been $82,522, and in the back office, the market value was showing at $92.81, and that's calculated against Waves tokens. And I don't get involved in Waves tokens, so that is anybody other than admin selling Waves tokens for less than virtually any other crypto that we're trading against. So 92.81, but that can come up and down. It can fluctuate wildly depending on what people would prepare to sell at this minute in time. I think we get updates from the site on the API, I think every 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes that can change, and it can be up 20% or down 20% or the same, whatever. Our coin ranking was 527, which is down 15 places on yesterday. But it's still good. It's still into close to the 500s, and I'm pretty sure that we'll soon be regularly below 500. So those are the numbers calculated and written down in highly technical form with pen and paper. In fact, ballpoint pen and paper. And somebody was commenting on my age, I think, the other day when they said it was probably a new invention, paper and pen, when I was in my youth. Ballpoint pens were, in fact, a new invention in my youth. We used to call them all biros because biro was the original ballpoint pen. And so any ballpoint pen had the name of biro. And like in my youth, we used to call vacuum cleaners hoovers because they were the original vacuum cleaner. And so we had hoovers and we had biros, and of course now they call them vacuum cleaners because there's so many different brands and everything else, and we call them ballpoint pens because there's so many different ballpoint pens. And now they are remarkably inexpensive. They were fairly expensive in my youth, and used to buy refills for them. Now you buy the whole thing and you throw it away when it's empty. But they were a bit more posh in my youth. A bit more. They looked like a fountain pen on the outside, and you bought refills for them, and they were an advance on writing with pen and ink in the traditional form. In fact, one of the first jobs I had, we used to actually use dip pen. It wasn't a quill. I'm not quite that old, but it was a dip pen into an inkwell, and we entered up figures in the ledger by hand with a dip pen. So yeah, I am old. Okay. So what have we got here? No, you don't need to be blocked. But I mean, there's no need to block people really, unless they are being particularly negative. I don't know. I don't know what's been said. I must have missed something up here. Let's just see if I can see anything. Yeah, that's good, Dave. It is. Big shout out to people like in the Philippines. It's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning or something there, and it's late in India. About 4 or 5 hours, depending on whereabouts in India. So what are we looking at there? It can be sort of 1 o'clock-ish in the morning there. Zakir Ali, is it a scam? If you think it is, get out. What's the price for the top winner only? That's the price for the top winner only. Yeah, that's just the top prize in those 2 pools. Last month I got big zero. Yeah, you can win in all 6 pools, or you can miss out in all 6 pools. About 20% of the pool members get a prize of some value every month. So it's unusual if you're in 6 pools to not get a prize from one of the pools, but it's possible. It's totally random. It's unusual to get a prize from all 6 pools, but it's possible because it's totally random. And questions on withdrawals, just read the withdrawals page. It's all on that page. I will like to message you on Facebook inbox. I don't read Facebook inbox unless my VA says there's something in there I should look at. Generally speaking, they just get a canned response, and I don't have time for one-on-ones usually. So if you've got something specific that needs my attention, put in a support ticket and put it in complete detail, and it'll be marked for my attention. And I won't guarantee I'll get to that in a day either. I've not been in the support desk for 2 days. Well, that's not true. I was in there this morning. I cleared out the nest egg tickets that were in there. A lot of them were just saying I've not been paid, or it's not showing in my nest egg wallet, by people who don't listen to what's going on or don't read what's there. So those I just scrapped. Anything that I thought possibly needed an answer, I did what I could to give as quick an answer as possible. I can't afford to spend hours and hours in the support desk. So I will be in there tomorrow, and we'll see how we go on there. We got Oman in the house. Oman, it always reminds me of, hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man. But I suppose it should be, oh man, shouldn't it? I don't know, just me crackers, I suppose, isn't it? But good to see you here anyway from Oman. What is your opinion about Pi Network? Don't have one. Haven't seen that emote before. Asda, what does it mean? No, that's talking to somebody else about something. All right for the information. He may be an idiot. I wouldn't block him though, Dave. Just mute him. Don't kick him out. I don't know. People get mixed up. Sunderland still have fans, Ross. They've disappeared off the map a little bit, haven't they, Sunderland? I used to have a boss that was from Sunderland. He'd be, if he's still alive, I don't even know whether he's still alive, but he'll be crying if he is. Uh, okay, so I can't see anything to answer there. I've not got any notes about anything particularly that I want to convey, but people have been asking if the offer is still open for the $250 positions. I did a quick calculation. I'm not sure how accurate it is because I've not downloaded all the tickets from the last couple of days, but I don't think there was a massive amount in there. I think there's probably about around about $10,000 available, which is what 40, about 40 positions. So they're still there, and if you want it, grab it. They won't be there for that long. We will honour anything that comes in while it's still up on the site. You can grab it. When it's gone, and that's it really. The WISA value will be climbing. No reason for it to go up at the moment because we've got a lot of people cashing in tokens at the price we're at. In fact, I'm just looking now, and there's a couple more people there. Quite a lot of tokens. So we might as well buy those. I don't know whether these are tokens that are circulating. We've got people buying at close. You know, we haven't got a big spread on between the buying and selling price of WISA tokens in the US dollar. It's only what 3.19%. So I don't know whether people are buying and then selling at a small profit, recirculating things. I hope it's not members doing that because it's counterproductive at the moment. Once we get established and we move all the tokens pretty much off there, then you can do what you want on the exchange. But at the moment, it's best if you stay away totally from certainly any selling on against Bitcoin, USDN, or Litecoin. Let me have a look at Bitcoin. A little bit there to buy as well. Might as well get rid of those. Just keeping your eye on the exchange, or me keeping my eye on the exchange, takes up quite a lot of time, and trying to make sure that we balance the values. It means I've got to go and check the prices and then whack them into the spreadsheet to just calculate what we should be selling and buying at to keep all the prices level, to stop arbitrage as much as possible. And it is time consuming, but it's worthwhile at the moment. In the not too distant future, hopefully, we won't need it, and we'll have everything where it should be, and people will be able to buy and sell happily and at good prices. But there is quite a lot of activity going on the exchange just now, which is, if you see me sort of looking down here, and that's what I've been doing, just tidying up a few loose ends at that point. Okay, anything else? Let's have a look. Please talk about the pending verification of level 2. Verifications are dealt with quickly. If it's pending for some reason, it shouldn't be pending, actually. It should be either declined or accepted. So I don't know what you mean by pending. There's very few that are pending. The list is cleared very quickly. I don't know whether there's anybody in here from the KYC team at the moment, but I think they'll tell you the list is pretty much cleared. Okay. Somebody says he's never won a lottery payment. It's unusual if you've never won one, if you've been in a few months, but it can happen, yeah. Have you noticed Russ ain't mentioned a match yesterday? He did say he didn't want to talk about football. I think that's as close as you're going to get to that. How's the weather in the UK? It's been brilliant here today. I don't know what it's been like elsewhere. It's been the most beautiful day. It was like spring is in the air. We've had sunshine, which we've not seen much of for a long time. We've had no rain, and it was really, really a beautiful day here today. It's probably a one-off for a while, but that's it. Somebody here talking about token, just buy them all, Graham, and put the price at 1,000. Yeah, it would be nice if we could do that. KYC is up. Ah, there you are. Jan is one of our KYC team, one of our valued and appreciated members on the KYC team, who do an awful lot more now as well than just KYC verifications. But the list is up to date and clear. So you haven't got a pending verification there. You have either been accepted or declined. Paul Anderson says, yeah, it says pending when you haven't done it yet. Oh yeah, of course, it says pending if you haven't submitted your documents as well. So if you've not submitted your documents, that's why it's showing as pending. Thanks, Paula. I hadn't thought of that. Russ Cowley, 12 degrees centigrade in Newcastle. Yeah, I would guess we were similar here. 12 degrees centigrade, what's that in real money? 10 is 50, 50, 53, 54, something like that. Yeah, I would guess we were about 53, 54 Fahrenheit as well. I'm not into centigrade, I'm not into kilograms, I'm not into centimeters. I like miles, I like pounds and ounces. I like pounds, shillings and pence as well, but I don't think we'll ever get them back. Okay. Papua New Guinea, it's 5:43 a.m, so you're either up early or up very, very late. Okay. I hope you had a great day. The time here is 8:44 p.m. I don't know where you are. That's an hour difference. 8:44. Where will that be? An hour difference. That European time, are we? What time is it here now? 7:40. Yeah, that's European time, isn't it? That's pretty much anywhere in Western Europe, with the exception of Portugal, which is in the same longitude as we are, and they have the same time. Okay, so it's wonderful to see you all, and I'm going to go. I've done my bit for the day. Can I use international passport for level 2 verification? No, you've got to prove your address for level 2 verification. The details are there in your back office. Okay, so that's where we are. I'm just going to check here and see what's happened, because I said that can be very volatile, the market value in your back office, because it's only against waves. I'm just going to see what it's done since I've been parroting on. Not done very much. It's gone from 92 to 93. So people are still selling in waves at $93, which is well, it's about $30 less than people could get for the tokens. So they're crackers, but that's life, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so lovely to see you. Ross is disappearing. Many of you will have got your nest eggs. There won't be many outstanding now, and they'll be there tomorrow for you. Don't put in nest egg tickets unless you have something really specific and valid to put in, because it just wastes my time. And so don't put something in if you're just saying that it's not appeared in my wallet yet, because if it hasn't, it's either not been downloaded yet, which would have only been a purchase that you made in the last 2 days, today and yesterday, or you've not submitted a form, or the form you submitted doesn't have a valid TXID, a transaction code on it, not a valid transaction code. Okay, if it has a valid transaction code and it's been submitted, then if it was submitted before the last 2 days, yesterday and today, it has been processed. Okay, so that's where we are with Nest Egg. Oh, and the founders membership, we've had people asking about that. It won't display anywhere at this time, no, but we have a record of it. Just sit tight with it. There's nothing going to happen with it for the moment. It will definitely be there on the new site. If we get near to 45,000 members before we get the new site, it will appear on your existing site. But I'm holding off on that. I'm hoping we're going to get the new site up and it will be on the new site. Okay, so that's the founder membership. And that's it. So I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. And we are indefinitely into the last week tomorrow. Let's see if we can drum up some good business and get some boost in the membership and push up those lottery winnings for people. Okay, God bless you all. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. I love you all unconditionally, and share our mission, share love, share what we're all about here, and that is a massive service to everybody in the community if you just do that. God bless.